We're good. Had to fix some stuff, but what's up, not YouTube, Dennis, Robert, Vince, Ethan, Rodriguez, Appa, Czar, Bazar, Perkis, Fire, Craft, Valerie, and Josh. Preston. Okay. Should be good. It's been a while. These are gonna be some pretty short streams, by the way. Just gonna mention that. It's not gonna be like crazy amounts or anything like that. It really has been a long, my god. Definitely feels weird playing. But the fun part, getting all the redstone. What's up, YouTube? Say that. Much redstone. By the end of it, I should have run 400,000. But right now, I'm mining 20k. The rest of the redstone that I have. I don't know what I'll do with this redstone mill, to be honest with you. What's up, ice slider? I think it's a PS4 Slim. I'm fairly certain it's Slim. I actually don't remember what the difference was. I mean, I know the difference of them, but I forgot what they look like in terms of differences. What's up, Avery? I will be mining the nether next. Well, I'll be mining the coal. And then I'm gonna do a Patreon stream. And then I will be doing I'll be doing the nether next, though. In terms of actual projects, it will be the it'll be the nether. Unsurprisingly, though. Or it should be unsurprisingly, honestly. Oh, okay. It's hard to remember people when they actually change their icons. What's up, Plush? Oh, I don't have my crafting table. I'm planning on making a mob grinder, but in terms other than that, I don't know. What's up, Burway? I'm doing alright. It's a pretty nice break. To be honest. Thought I had my... Don't have a crafting table, do I? Ah. Lathe. Oh, okay. I don't really remember your name, to be honest, surprisingly. It's actually pretty rare I actually forget people's names, unless people change their name frequently. What's up, Thanos? I might update it, I don't know. I mean, there's no real reason to update this world, to be honest. I mean, I didn't do anything special, I just wanted a break from the streaming and the project. I never actually gave myself one at all, actually, pretty much, for like a whole year. Yeah, no, I remember you, don't worry. What's up, Duck One? Yeah, I remember you. If you didn't change your name in the last, like, since I've last streamed a couple of times, I'll probably remember you. Like, if you didn't change your name or your icon. Name especially, though. Name is probably the most important by far, when it comes to memory, at least, in my case. I mean, unless you, okay, the only way I'm remembering your icon, like just people's icons in general, is if you pop in, you have to pop in the stream very, 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 very frequently. That's it, though. Unless it's a very distinctive icon, but most of the time there's so many icons, it doesn't even matter. So, yeah, it just doesn't matter, honestly. Keep their tacos? I have no idea, to be honest. I would honestly take either one of those. The world is 862 blocks by 862 blocks. I don't really know though. Between those two, that's a really tough decision because both of those you can kind of just, you can almost make each other into themselves. What's up, Seon? Out of those two people, I don't really, like, I mean, the thing is I don't really have much of an opinion because I didn't watch either one of those, so, surprisingly. What's up, Ethan? What's up, hey man? I don't actually know, to be honest, the amount of pickaxes I've broken. It's probably been over 100 at least. I'd imagine, give or take. Oops, over 100. Wait, why did I say hey man? It's boy man. I think, wait. Am I reading the wrong person's name? What did I say? Whatever. I'm going crazy. I mean, it's kind of just a thing. You think this is boring, you should see what I'm doing right now outside of this. It's arguably even more boring in some people's eyes. I'm literally just a list. I'm just putting a bunch of words in a spreadsheet, basically. There's a reason for it, though, to be fair. Can you imagine studying as like as a hobby? That's basically what I'm doing. I'm literally studying as a hobby. Like, people think this is boring, but like this you don't even have to think, but that you have to, I'm literally basically thinking for a hobby. Oh, god dang it. Netherite or diamond? I mean, I would prefer netherite for the most part. I do like the way diamond looks, but What's up, Helms? What's up, Exotic? What's up, Sage? Dogs or cats? Honestly, I'd probably prefer cats, personally. What's up, that's crazy. What's up, Furioso? There is something about diamond, just like the look of it and stuff like that. Somebody subscribe, but it's hard to... Oh. Thank you, Kameza, for subscribing. It's much appreciated. I'll do this for notifications. It's kind of weird. This layout I have to do now is kind of strange. For YouTube. But it's fine, honestly, it doesn't matter. I think I'm doing better servers. Like, I'm using a better server for YouTube. Apparently I was using their legacy server or whatever. How long have I been on this world? Around 5 or so years. What's up, Elephant? I haven't actually looked at the update pretty much at all, I'm not gonna lie. Besides that mob vote that they had, that's about it. I literally haven't been keeping up with the game at all. About 5 years. Actually, technically 6 if you count like the year before I even started this project. But if honestly, I don't even count that because I literally just played this world for like 1 weekend, and then quit the world, and then a whole year later I started this project. Just kind of strange, but whatever. I think even with the lava, it's still gonna be pretty quick, to be honest. But yeah, even without the lava, definitely, it will be very, very quick. Thank you, Alfan. Yeah. What else do I play? I mainly just play Smash Ultimate, I would say. But, other than that, not really much else, to be honest with you. I've been kind of getting out of gaming, almost entirely at this point. I don't like the endless cycle of gaming, it's kind of annoying. It really is like this endless cycle that I just trying to get out of, honestly. Yeah, I mean, the thing is I have the mending, so I mean, no matter what ore, unless it's like iron or gold, like any ore that gives XP will return just as much. The only annoying thing about redstone is the amount that it gives. The amount of times I have to check my inventory. Rascal. I don't really know which one to pick, to be honest with you, but you know what's kind of funny about the world leader mentioning is that like I actually tried to figure out like how long it would actually realistically take for the entire community to mine Java's as world, which honestly I'm not gonna say it's impossible, or I'm not gonna say it's possible, but I don't think it's as impossible as people think. If you combine world eaters, if you combine world eaters with the teleporting method, teleporting glitch method that I've seen. You like phase through an end portal, or you phase through the nether portal using a ender portal or something like that. And you use world eaters, and you have it constantly running. I think it's technically possible. Like, I just don't know how realistic it actually is, though. Like, I'll have to do more calculations, but I think it might actually be possible. So yeah, all I really play is... What's up, Dexter? It's funny how I read the comments, I don't even read the names, which is kind of weird. Kind of a bad habit, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit, it's a bit odd, like... I just don't really have any motivation to play games at all, actually. Just because it's like, my motivation almost is entirely decreased just purely because of the cycle that I don't know. What the heck? It's just holding. Okay, I guess my R buttons, R trigger is very sensitive. I think it might be possible to find the world. Maybe possible. Like, definitely the... If that was possible, it would easily be the biggest project in this game. No questions asked. Besides maybe the Build the Earth project that they're doing. I think it will even that will be eclipsed almost entirely, though. I think it might actually be possible, though. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but it's definitely not like... I am 21. What's up, Call of Duty? I think it's already been 20 minutes. It's quick. What's up, downside? Oh god, more bots. Different types of bots this time. What's up, Pervertito? So you say that? I don't really know, though. I could be totally off. Version. This is the legacy PS4 version. What's up, Scar? hours? Very little, honestly. Not saying I didn't put in some grind work in certain months, but good lord, like, really not that much. Oh, to be honest. I can't really say, though, how many hours. This project itself is around 2 hours on average, give or take. But, other than that, if you want to take 2 hours on average, is a pretty decent estimate. I'd say it's even lower now because of the breaks, 1 or 2 month break, or about month. Good lord, about a month break that I've taken. I said I was gonna stream on Twitch, but honestly, apparently no matter what, I'm gonna have to pay. Because there's a site that pretty much has, it's called a Restream. And they provide a service called Restream.io that apparently you can get it for free, but you have to have a branding on it. So, and to take the branding off, it's like $16 a month. It's like, god dang you guys, like I get it, but like I understand, like it does make sense though. They do need to make, it does make sense though, 'cause it's like for like, you know, copyright or whatever. I don't know, not even copyright, just like just so they can get money. But good lord, dude. What's up, Dino? What's up, Exo? What's up, Excellent? I think that's how you say that. Oh yeah. So her name was like Hacker, whatever it was. Some kind of name like that, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I was playing with my friends. Well, sort of. It was more like I was just kind of like, you know, whatever. Because they were playing something, I was like, you know, I'll just pick something, to be honest. I was seeing how rusty I was, let me tell you. Actually, I wasn't as rusty as I thought I was. I picked it up pretty quickly, but... This world is... The world itself is like 6 years old, to be honest. But I didn't really play this world until like a year later, so... I'd say it's around 5 years if you count just actual playtime. God dang it, wait, I didn't even finish. Not too crazy, to be honest, but... I've not actually played Roblox. Like, I've seen a little bit of gameplay of it, but that's about it. What's up, Preston? What made me want to do this? Pretty much a person named Sword King made a project called Operation Bedrock back in 2012, like a month after the Xbox version. Xbox 360 version came out, and he basically started the project of mining the entire Xbox server to there's nothing except the floor being flat pretty much. So that's pretty much what started it, and then up until 2017, he was losing motivation and took a whole almost year break. So I decided to start my own during that period of time. And pretty much here we are now. I have enough shulkers, it's fine, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I don't want to get too many shulkers, it doesn't really make any sense to have too many shulkers, because I don't want to sacrifice storage space. Or inventory space. Because it's like, if I have to sacrifice... If I have to go back to get shulker boxes, it doesn't make any sense. Because I could just, you know, make more chests. So it's like, this is honestly enough shulker boxes. Even then, this might be almost too much in certain scenarios. Yeah, I have haste on. I have haste and speed too because of the beacons. I'll drink some water at 30 minutes. I've actually felt fairly good because my diet's improved quite a bit, so like I've actually felt pretty good overall. So like it's improved drastically, honestly. What's up, Raffy? Did you touch grass? Yes. If you mean in the literal sense, no, but in the figurative sense, yes. What's up, Nakashi? I will have to say though, I still need to drink more water overall, like just in general. But I mean, it's gotten better though. I think because of my diet improving, I've had to, I haven't had to rely on drinking as much water, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Like, it's like my body, it's like more efficient. Like my body's been a little bit more efficient when it comes to absorbing water. Also, thank you, Excellent. I didn't think I would, honestly, I didn't know when it would. Yeah, that's the same thing for me. My sleep schedule is still kind of whack. But I do feel like since I've gotten healthier, I feel like it's less I feel like I'm a lot more, it's a lot more lenient, like my body's a lot more lenient. On stuff like that. Like even if I don't get that much sleep, it doesn't matter. My body will be more efficient. Okay, I'll just do avalanche then. Excellence sounds really awkward to say, I'll be honest. But yeah. Like it definitely feels like my body, like it's just it processes things a little bit better now. Like it's like a what's it called? Like cleaning, I guess you could say, like a bodily cleaning, I guess you could say. I don't know, it's kind of weird to say that, but I guess it's the only way I could think about saying it. Which I didn't think it'd make that much of a difference, but it makes a significant difference. I was actually quite surprised. What's up, Ambush? I do not play another world because honestly, I don't have. I mean, I do have the time to invest into it, but I just say I don't really want to. Time. I don't really want to invest the time into it, to be honest. I've been through endless cycles of creating worlds and stuff like that, so. This. I do have speed too on me because of the beacon. And I can only mine so fast, though, to be fair. This is already pretty quick. I wouldn't consider myself good at PvP, honestly. It's starting to work out as well. I figured out consistent ways to track, or not even track, just consistent ways for motivation for working out. And I'm starting to understand why people don't have the motivation, like the mechanics behind why people aren't motivated to work out. I mean, there's a lot of factors to it per person, but there is like this internal component that, like, for motivation itself, like the continuous motivation, I'm starting to understand why people don't really have much motivation to work out. I'm starting to understand what it is now. It makes sense. Not even from my own experience, I mean, it is somewhat from my own experience, but it's from a bit of psychology combined with my own experience. I'm starting to understand the motivation, the lack of motivation factors, and maybe some societal motivation, like factors, external factors, like the information people get, what people count as socially acceptable, stuff like that when it comes to exercise and stuff like that. There's a lot of factors, but I finally pieced together the puzzle when it comes to motivation, like overall motivation, and for anything, by the way, it doesn't matter. It could literally be anything, to be honest. What's up, Alum? How many days? I have no idea, to be honest with you. I've spent probably like 3,500 hours in this world. Maybe a little bit more, honestly. No, I'm not gonna do. I'm not really gonna do anything. I'm not gonna dive into Geometry Dash. Playing it like every couple months is fine for me. What's up, Roberto? have a job now, don't worry. I don't remember if I already told you or not. It's kind of weird saying that, but I don't remember if I actually told you or not, or by the time that happened. I don't remember if I had one at the time. I think I had a job at the time. Wait, no, I didn't. Did I have one during the finale of the project? Wait, no, I didn't. What's up, again, chick? But yeah, I've had one. I've had one for around a month. No, you're good, Ilum. It's very confusing, I can tell. The reason why I'm mining redstone is I'm just finishing off all the ore that I mined when I mined out the entire world. When I mined out the classic size world. It's going pretty good though. That sounds pretty interesting. I'll definitely consider listening to it. What's up, Antonio? Why what specifically? $3,500 is probably my best guess for this world. It could be close to 4,000. I think if you count like literally everything, like including all the mining, including like everything, I think 4,000 might be the upper limit though. It will definitely be at 4,000 once I finish all the dimensions, let me tell you though. At least. Almost 100% certain. Yeah, I try to. You know what's funny? I actually did apply for a world record, by the way. I know people kind of like somewhat joked about it, but somewhat serious. I did actually apply. I haven't gotten any response yet, though. They're supposed to reply every, I think it's like 3 months, or is it 4 months? I don't know. It's around 3,500 hours. So if you're count like the span between now, like the total time played from now all the way to about 5 years ago. It's not like a crazy amount of time. People have devoted way much more time to other things, like somebody who spent like 7,000 hours apparently building a city. Except that was like almost a decade or whatever of work. If I remember correctly. How much redstone do I have to mine? I don't know how much I have left, to be honest. You know what the weird thing about pre-recorded stuff is like I would still have to do all this stuff even if I pre-recorded it. It's like pre-recording on something like this would be entirely pointless because you still have to go out of your way to do it. Yeah, it's around 5 years. If you want to calculate, it's like 700 hours per year, which, I mean, if you want to put in perspective, wait, no, it's not. Yeah. Oh, 700. Yeah, it's around 700. No, I'm talking about the time for this project is around 700. I'm not talking about like the total amount of hours for the entire year. I'm talking about the time I've spent. It might be more though, honestly. It may not actually be that low. It could be close to 4K, but I think 3,500 hours is a pretty safe estimate. What's up, sarcastic rat? Yeah, it's about 700 hours per year, somewhere around there at least. Which, I mean, to put in perspective, a working, at least in the US, the working week, or the working year is around 2,080 hours, so to like put in perspective, it's like a third. Of a plan. I plan on mining the nether in the end. That's the plan. After that, I really don't know, to be honest. Yeah, like, it just doesn't make any sense for pre-recorded stuff. I don't know, it just sounds very odd to do for something like this. Yeah, Dimensional Massacre. It's literally the only thing that right now that I have for that it's planned. I don't think I really have much though planned. Because I don't really have much motivation for gaming overall, to be honest. But I'll see, honestly. What's up, North Emulator? It's just something that's just, I don't know, just... Like, I've considered more like competitive Minecraft, but even then, I don't even really know, to be honest. It's hard for me really to say. It's really the only thing I've really considered. That, or an SMP, that's it though. That's really all I've considered. Other than that, I seriously have no idea. I've been pretty good. Took a nice break. Five months. It would be difficult to branch off into stuff. I'd basically be almost starting from scratch. Yeah, 3 months is my longest break. It was 2018. It was like summer of 2018, pretty much. Minecraft definitely is not my real job. Right now, I'm just a dishwasher at the moment, kind of just surviving. I'm gonna try to get into software development though. That's my aim right now. Nah. I think even 100 beers, I don't think you can make a living from it, to be honest. It does depend on donations, though, mainly. But even then, the donations would be so infrequent, it doesn't even matter. You'd have to have multiple sources. You'd have to have like 100 viewers stream. You'd have to be making pretty consistent videos that make around 50 to 100k views consistently. Maybe like a merch line potentially, maybe, I don't know, something like that. You'd have to have a few sources of income. That's how most people, even streamers that are fairly under the radar, I would say, even they usually make a living purely on the fact that they have multiple sources of income. People definitely underrate multiple sources of income, but you still have to generate enough value and or entertainment, I guess you'd say, which is technically a form of value. You have to be able to generate enough value. Unfortunately, it has to be socially acceptable, for the most part. Um, a lot of things that aren't socially acceptable fly under the radar, good or bad, by the way. Um, Unfortunately, if they aren't that acceptable, then they won't stick. So, pretty much you to provide value, has to be socially acceptable, and can be scaled. That's pretty much it. Those are like the three things. If you can nail all three of those things, and if you have like a good, like if you can nail the algorithm, which I think I somewhat understand the algorithm kinda, but it's like just just keep producing higher quality content. Basically just comes down to producing value, it has to be socially acceptable in some way, shape, or form. Um, and just keep increasing quality, and pretty much eventually you get to the point where, and it's entertaining. That's pretty much it. Like entertainment, value, or entertainment, socially acceptable, and it can scale or whatever. I don't know. There's a few things, but it's like I can't really list them. Not really good at listing things, but you know, there's some things that you can do. People think the algorithm's luck, but honestly, a lot of it's like people just aren't willing to put in the time to, you know, make the algorithm work for them. God, I can't even imagine doing this without beacons. I mean, it's possible to do it on like an old size world, but even then, that's still kind of torturous, to be honest. It's somewhat luck, but it's like, it's a lot less luck than people realize. People need to throw away luck. People need to stop valuing luck as much as people think they do. People need to value luck less than they actually do, like, seriously. Luck is a lot less prevalent than people realize. I mean, people wonder why some of the best content out there is usually by people who are really entertaining or make really high quality content. Because either they produce value, some form of entertainment, or they are just, yeah, they just produce a lot of value. They're high quality. They're very captivating. They bring in, they're very good for ads. People who, very good for companies to put ads on. They have sponsorships. Just good structured video, good structured audio, stuff like that. I mean, look at Chris DeCal, the person um, who made that video. What's it called? How he built the entire universe of Minecraft. And I'm pretty sure almost everyone here has seen that video or has got it recommended to them. This person grew from like 20,000 subscribers to 450k in the span of what, like 2 weeks? But the thing is, it's not even just that. He wouldn't get as big. Like, he got noticed by people, but the thing is, he wouldn't gotten that big if he didn't favor the algorithm so much. But the only reason he favored the algorithm so much is purely for the fact that, did you, like, look at this video? Like, it's such a high quality video. Like, it's ridiculous. It's so good. Like, it has, like, almost everything right about it. Um, what's up, Almiri? I don't know how long the 20k redstone will actually take, I'll be honest. I've gotten kinda big, but I guess you could say. I mean, for this type of content, it's pretty big. But it really is about, like, 'cause it's like, this channel, like, the thing is, it's like, it's just that since this channel doesn't really, I mean, obviously it doesn't really produce value, I guess it's like very minimal entertainment value. And it's not very high quality. I mean, it can't really make this really that high quality. There's only so much you could do. I guess the streams could be somewhat high quality, but even then, not really, to be honest. I mean, stream quality. Let's be honest, stream quality doesn't matter as much as video quality at all, honestly. But I mean, unless your stream quality is so bad that then you gotta improve it. But like most of the time, stream quality doesn't matter that much. And my channel's only it's only came in bursts purely for the fact that, I mean, it doesn't provide much to people, so people aren't gonna stay. They'll look at it for a little bit, but they're not gonna stay. Which I kind of expected it, to be honest. I really wasn't expecting people to stay, so I mean, 10,500 Minecraft days. That's pretty crazy, actually. So this redstone should take around, I don't know, like, good couple more streams and I'll be good. Favorite thing about Minecraft? I love the, like, the diversity of, like, the amount of things you can actually, like, the niches in this game. Different type of niches, that's pretty cool. What's up, Catherine? It's after redstone, coal. A lot of coal, like 100 and something thousand pieces of coal to place down and mine. It's probably gonna take over 30 hours. I think actually thinking about the iron and the gold might have actually taken longer than the redstone, but I don't really know. Or may have. I'll have to see though. I don't really know though. Probably not, but you never know. 100-day clip. I mean, I technically could, but I don't really have any motivation to make much videos on this. I'll make, like, I think the next actual video I'll make is intro to Nether Massacre. And then after that, it's probably will be the intro to Dimensional Massacre, or not intro to Dimensional, intro to, what's it called, intro to Void Massacre, and then that's pretty much it. Actually, no, wait, there's also one other one, the finale, the true finale video. This will be the final update video for probably the entire channel, almost, for all 3 projects. I'm making one final giant montage. Where's the warden? I've considered doing competitive Minecraft, but I don't know yet. I'll have to see. I'll see where my motivation lies at the time. What do you mean I am Josh? Okay, the person who made the intro actually wasn't even me, weirdly enough. It's actually my friend who actually owned the channel for like, he owned the channel for like less than a month because of connection issues and stuff like that we had. Because I was like, it's so weird because it's like, he was the channel owner at the very beginning, and then I was the world owner. And then we've had connection issues, so basically he dipped from the project because of, you know, it was kind of painful to be honest, trying to connect to each other, unfortunately. So he dipped to do other things, and pretty much I've taken over ever since the channel. So the other playlist on this, so pretty much it's the other playlist, which is his content. I don't even know if I count that as really content. I mean, it's some content, but it's like, yeah. It's content, but it's content. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And then the intro video is also technically his as well. So it's pretty odd. It's a very, very odd cycle, or very odd life. I guess you could say like timeline. This project is a very, really odd timeline for what it actually is. For how big this project is, it's such a strange timeline. I don't know why I keep doing this. Such a weird order. What's up, Tetris Bit? I don't know, just I've noticed these weird cycles that people get into, including myself. It takes a bit of like self-awareness to get out of these cycles. Like Minecraft, playing Minecraft worlds, gaming, overall gaming. Not surprisingly, it has its own loop. Yeah, so it's like these loops are really annoying, so I'm just trying to get out of the loops. Like I'm already stuck basically in the loop of life. I'm not trapping myself into another loop again. Or at least I'm gonna minimize my minimizing loops, like would rather not deal with any other loops like that. It's so annoying. It limits so many things. It limits, like... It limits potentially creativity. It limits my own knowledge on things. It limits even passion itself, honestly. Because it's like, if I learn all this stuff, like technology and stuff like that, I might even come back to this game, like slightly, just to, if I do find something that I might want to do in this game, potentially. But I'm limiting my own form of creativity. Or, I'm limiting my own passion for my lack of knowledge, I guess you could say. If that makes sense. It's kind of annoying. So, like, there is a small chance I could come back to this channel. I just don't know if I'm going to continue this channel. I'll have to see, though. Probably. It's more likely that I'm going to quit this channel more than actually continue, to be honest. By the way, I've mainly died from lava. Just gonna point that out real fast. Pretty much, yeah. Dimensional Massacre, the ultimate update video, pretty much will be might be the final video. I don't know if I'll pursue YouTube again. I'm not gonna lie, I'll have to see. Yeah, the overworld's gonna make everything else seem very slow. Or very quick. 100k might be possible. 100k would be amazing though to hit. What's up, Jimmy? Now, I could take the risk and see if it's possible to mine an entire... Well, not me just, but like having everybody else. Have the entire community try to mine an entire Java-sized world. I will do more calculations though. Just to see, because I need to figure out if it's actually possible. I think it might be, but we'll have to see. Oh god, dude, it's like on that realm of like, it could be possible. It'd be legendary if it actually was, but... With some preparation, I think it might actually be possible. Maybe. That's like huge maybe, though. Because, okay, so... Imagine if you had, like... The problem is technology, like, I don't even know if we have the technology to do this. But pretty much, what if you had 1,000 people Yeah, that's the thing though. That's kind of the issue, is getting enough people. But if you had 1,000 people at any given time on a world, if this is even possible, I don't even know if this is actually like feasible from a technological standpoint. I don't know if Minecraft can handle this. Okay, yeah, probably not. Yeah, that's kind of the issue though. It's like, because okay, so pretty much the plan is you would have to be able to create, I mean, obviously people would have to have knowledge on world eaters, be able to create world eaters, you'd have to be able to create world eaters, and not only you have to create world eaters, you have to also figure out a way to get across the world, which you'd have to use the nether portal transportation method, and you'd basically go to each corner of the world. You'd have to see. Because it's like, if you use TNT, if you had enough people logged on to a world, and you had world eaters placed across the entire world, and you had pretty much almost the entire world mined out at once. Sounds kind of ridiculous to say that, but maybe not at once, you know what I mean? Like, you just mine a bunch, and then you just destroy the world eaters and repeat that over and over and over and over again, if that makes sense. It's automatic. You don't have to deal with the mining itself. You're using world eaters, which, as much as I wouldn't want to use world eaters, it's the only way it's actually possible. So you'd have to have world eaters with, yeah, like storage. Okay, storage would be a problem. That's definitely one problem, major problem. The servers, if they would even be able to handle it, and would the world even handle it? Like, I don't know though. Like, it'd be hard to say. You'd have to be like really pushing the limits of in every way possible. You'd have to take the will of the community almost as a whole to do a project like this. I don't know if you need several thousand. I guess if you wanted to be super realistic, you could, but I would have to see, to be honest. I mean, okay, so don't even count the nether, honestly. It's just about the overworld. I mean, don't worry about the overworld. I mean, don't worry about the nether at the end. I'm purely just talking about the overworld. Because the overworld by far is the hardest thing to do. The nether, I think, might actually be somewhat doable. Actually, think about it, the nether might actually be... Actually, no, it's not. No, when it's the same size. Technically. Wait, no, it's not. It's an eighth. Wait a minute. No, the nether's still... I think the nether's still 30 million by 30 million, if I remember correctly, but... Well, there's only the main island. What's up, Mr. Fool? This world only has the main island. Not only does it only have the main island, but I may consider mining the end city islands as well, but just one of them. Yeah, full-size Java. If you had a couple hundred people, okay, so I'm gonna put it all together. So pretty much, if you had a Java server, couple hundred people, maybe at like any given time, like 100. If you had like 100 people at any given time, at least 100 people, and you had those 100 people split into each corner of the world, building, and if you're wondering how to travel, you use a nether portal, and you basically like phase through it or whatever, and you go across. You can go hundreds of thousands of blocks per. You can get to the border within like a minute or something like that. So traveling won't be that much of a pain. Pretty much you're just building TNT. You take like 25 people up to 100 people to one corner of the world. Each of those corners, people build TNT or world eaters. TNT world eaters, I guess you could say. And then you you pretty much just keep building world eaters over and over and over and over again. That's pretty much it. Like, you just keep doing that over and over and over again. To the point where everybody's pretty much done. What's up, Volcano? No, like, I mean, it's ridiculous. Watch Ant Venom's video on him reaching the world border within, uh, within, 1 day or something like that. I forgot what he said it was. It was kind of ridiculous. So, traveling across the world is possible to do very quickly. Very, very quickly. So that's why I think it's actually possible. This project might actually be a reality, potentially, if you had the resources to do it. That's kind of the hard part of it, though. Because you know how fast you can mine. You know how fast you can mine stuff with world eaters. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. I mean, you could easily break a world record. Easily break it with this strategy. Very easily. But I don't know about the world to handle it, though. I don't know if the world can handle it. I don't know if Minecraft can handle it. I don't even know if a server can handle it. If you can even do that on a server. I mean, you probably could, but it's like, I don't know. It would be quite the challenge, though. Very. It would actually push the limits of Minecraft and just the community itself. It would push the community to its absolute limit. There's one thing in pushing somebody, like a person, to their limit, but good lord, pushing an entire community collectively, not just like, or maybe not collectively, but like just like the community overall, just, you know. Like, it's in the realm of possibility, but that's about it. That's as far as I'll go with it, honestly. I'll have to calculate it a bit more. But for right now, that's all I've gotten in terms of it being possible. So, papaya. It's like, absolutely. Push the game to its limits. Push the community. Push almost everything to the extreme. It would be the most legendary project in this game, almost guaranteed. It would probably be the most legendary project ever in this game if that even happened. If that's even, like, feasible. That is if it's feasible, though. Absolutely everything to its limits. So it's like, it could be something that might be possible. I'm just saying, all I'm really just saying, it's not as impossible as people, it might make it out to be, at least. Dang, this time goes by fast, though. By the way, the stream is only gonna be like 2 or something hours. Around 2 hours. Does anybody know how fast those TNT dupers actually place down TNT? Like how fast they actually go through the blocks? Like how fast do they actually mine blocks? I just need some form of data to get like a conclusion. Because I don't actually know how fast those things go. I don't know if you can you even make a world eater that can do that? If that's the case, then it's definitely possible. If that was the case. Because they need a fast world eater. I don't know if the standard one can keep up. I know there's double speed world eaters, but I don't know. Just need a quick world eater. Just something where you can mine like a 100 by 100 within like minutes. That's pretty much it though, like if you could just have a fast world eater and then you have just a bunch of people in each corner of the world and you basically section it off to each person, or you just move, you just keep destroying areas that haven't been destroyed or whatever, you just keep doing it over and over and over again. You just need to figure out a way to get to the bottom as fast as possible. And if you can get to that bottom piece as fast as possible, you can pretty much have the entire world mined. Actually, surprisingly quickly, but you'd have to have a good amount of coordination as well, though, to be honest. Should be the issue. Because I don't think a single person can do it. It's pretty much, it's like not even in the realm of feasibility. I don't think you can even walk it, because you have to walk a good amount of the world by yourself, so it's like just walking from one border to the other still hasn't even been done yet, by the way, so I mean, because you can't teleport with the world eaters, it doesn't, they just break. So you have to actually have them in your view, your render distance, so that's kind of the issue. I mean, I wonder what the fastest you can actually make those things. Or is there a way to make them where they drop more TNT? I mean, no, I mean, like, what I meant by that is, like, because you had to have, like, you know, it's like it doesn't, like, I mean, you can get to the world border within minutes because of a interpol glitch, but I'm just talking about, like, because of the TNT. Because there's one thing in just getting to the world border, but you also have to be able to keep the TNT world eater in your render distance, because it'll break if it doesn't. So that's the issue with this project. This project wouldn't actually be that difficult if you didn't have to have that problem. If you didn't have to keep it in render distance, this project would be way easier than it is now. But that's the only issue. Up, Axel. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, well, I just need some kind of data. If I can get even the smallest amount of data of TNT, like if I can just understand um, how much a world leader can destroy in a given amount of time, I can actually just re-engineer the formula. I can just re-engineer it and convert it to a Java world and with other people. Because if you had one world leader and you figured out the amount, you can figure out like the amount of people, the amount to place, you can figure out how long each one takes to do it. That's all I need. I just need some kind of data. Even with water and lava. What's up, Operatrix? Squeaky too. Really lucky though, to be fair. I got really lucky that Chez's Minecraft video on this got 3 million. Combine it with I think it's Latin American YouTuber that got I think the YouTube short got like almost 7 million views. Toycat's video, I didn't think it'd get over 600,000 views. So if you had Toycat's video that's got 600,000 views, you got Chez, which got over 3 million, and his TikTok that got over 1 million, I think. And you got the other one, which is the Latin American, which got over, I think over 6 million or something like that. Am I going crazy, or like, did I accidentally miss something? Yeah, Toycat still makes content. Actually more frequently. I mean, it makes sense though, his channel is not exactly doing that well. I see why content creators go so general though. It's because it's like, if you niche yourself so far as a content creator, then it's like really hard to dig yourself out of. You have to basically start from scratch. Like, to put in perspective, Toycat's videos used to get like 200, 300, up to 1 million. Just about every single video. Now it's good to hit 100k for him, at least what it looks like. Which is crazy. Yeah, it definitely is, especially for Minecraft. Unless you make like very, very, very high quality, entertaining videos, then probably not gonna grow. Or at least you're not gonna grow well. The bar is set very high, I guess you could say. To be fair, the bar always gets set high in everything to a point. It always does. It's always the people who start, the opportunists, that really make it big. It's always the opportunists for everything, to be honest. Which is fine. I mean, it is what it is, honestly. Like, now that's when I say luck kind of is in their favor a lot more than hard work. I mean, it is still work, don't get me wrong, but it's like, in that case, luck is a little bit more favored compared to, still doesn't mean they don't work hard or anything like that, but yeah, like, you really, that's actually what I was thinking, is like Mr. Beast. Style videos. Those vlog type of videos, I guess you could say. Those are the ones that, I'm not gonna say they're guaranteed to get you into the algorithm, but god dang, man. If you do that type of style, you combine it, if you combine that type of style with, like, with the unique content, like, if you combine that editing style with unique content, you're almost guaranteed, or something captivating, at least captivating, even if it's recycled ideas. Oops. Even if it's recycled ideas, then he pretty much did. I mean, I think the YouTube algorithm already was like that. The newer YouTube algorithm, I think it was already like that, though. I think just he showed how the algorithm worked, if you know what I mean. Like, he was like one of the few people, at least the few known people. There were probably other people who knew about this, but he was one of the few, like, bigger people to actually understand the algorithm, if you know what I mean. Like, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, he showed how the algorithm works in that sense. Which pretty much what I talked about earlier. It's like well structured, captivating, provides value. It's pretty much it. Yeah, like, the bar is just set so high when it comes to entertainment for YouTube. It's just, it really is, like, what's up, deformed pea shooter? I've been just mining redstone. Like, even, okay, even with that editing style, even then you're still not really guaranteed. You still have to provide some form of value and uniqueness. Like, even with that editing style, you need to nail all three of those. Pretty much. You need to nail uniqueness, which usually causes a form of intrigue. You basically need a niche, you need uniqueness, which causes people to be intrigued by it, and you need the editing style to keep people captivated. Captivation and intrigue, pretty much. And you could nail those by being unique in some way. Unique in editing equates to, for the most part, usually equates to uniqueness and, what's it? It's uniqueness and, uniqueness and, because you need the niche to scale. Like, you need you need some series to, like, ride on, I guess you could say, like some form of idea that you can replicate. You need something you can replicate. But pretty much, your content needs to be replicatable, it needs to be intriguing, and it needs good editing, pretty much. So you need the initial intrigue, which is the uniqueness, and you need the editing to keep people engaged. Pretty much it. That's really much it. It's literally how all those videos work. The only exception to that is if you already have a large audience. I would say, like, that's when it's like, that's when you could start to be a little bit more lenient. But you should focus on two things you're good at. If you're good at Minecraft, to stand out from the other 10,000 YouTubers. Okay, I think I understand what you mean. But even then, that still doesn't really... I mean, unless your builds are unique, then maybe you'll be accepted into the algorithm. Your content may be favored. But in terms of niching, I definitely agree with that. Like, you need the niche, and you need the uniqueness, and then you need the editing for engagement. So the niche is for scalability, the no, the niching is for scalability, uniqueness is for for the to stand out, for the initial intrigue, and then the editing is for the engagement, pretty much. So niche, engagement, and intrigue, or niche. It's first niche, then intrigue, then engagement, pretty much. If you keep doing that over and over again. And that's what those videos do. That's what a lot of these bigger YouTubers do, or why some of these bigger YouTubers get big. Because there's a difference between engagement and intrigue. You need the initial intrigue with your thumbnail and your uniqueness, and then the engagement's actually what's keeping the person there. So it's the initial desire, and then it's the actual person being there to actually uh, stick around. So it's like the initial desire, and then it's the people who stick around. Pretty much, they're just keeping people to stick around, which increases. Guess what? It increases watch time, which favors the algorithm. Pretty much. Increases impressions, and then increases watch time when you actually get the engagement. And that's what most people usually are for. It's engagement. That's what YouTube usually looks for. Yeah, pretty much. So you have the thumbnail and the title. That's the uniqueness. That's the uniqueness factor for intrigue. That's the initial intrigue, and then it's the engagement is where it's like, okay, have you ever noticed like a lot of the bigger like one-off videos, usually it's intrigue but no engagement, but a lot of the so I've noticed a lot of the lower level channels, like mine, I guess you could say, even potentially lower level channels like mine usually have a good amount of intrigue, but they lack engagement. But in the case of mid-tier channels like 200,000, 300,000 subscriber channels, those people, they have a lot of engagement, but they don't have much intrigue, and they have a niche. Most channels usually have a niche, so it doesn't really matter that much, at least. I mean, unless they're like a really low channel, like talking less than 1,000. So pretty much, if I'm gonna just go based off like 1,000 less, 100,000 less, and then like 1 million less or whatever. So like, if you had a channel that's 1,000 or less, you have none of that. And then you have a 100,000 or less. Usually, you just have a niche, and maybe you have a niche, and you intrigue. But people who have 10,000. I guess you could say like somebody who has 1,000 or less subscribers usually doesn't have a niche. And then you have between about, I'd say, less than 100,000. Usually you just have a niche, for the most part. But people who have like between 500,000 and 100,000 have intrigue and or they have I guess 100. No, I guess people less than 1,000 don't have a niche. Between 1,000 and 10,000, people have a niche, but they don't have anything else. A person between 100,000 and 10,000 usually have a niche, and they have intrigue, or they have a niche, intrigue, or they have engagement. But if you have somebody who's between 100,000 and a million, they have both of those. Actually, they have all three of those things. I mean, they have niche, engagement, and they can intrigue simultaneously with all their videos, or most of their videos at least. It's only the really big ones that have the big four, which is the niche, intrigue, engagement, and they provide value. If you hit all four of those things, then it's like, it's basically game over for the algorithm. What's up, Maori? Pretty much, I would say at least. From what I've seen and what I've posted, understanding YouTube, being on YouTube enough, posting some videos, I don't know, anything like that. That's pretty much what I've deduced through this. It's pretty much that. Or those four concepts. And how to do each one of them. So like, intrigue would be title, thumbnail. Engagement would be the quality of the person or the quality of the video, and then the niche, which is whatever, honestly, could be anything you want to do, any passion, just about, as long as it's scalable. Unlike this one, even though it's like too niche, as long as a niche is scalable, I mean, usually you can make it, but and then you have a final piece, which is providing value, which usually that's just depending on your niche, depends on how valuable that niche is. So you can put yourself in a niche, but if that niche doesn't provide value, entertainment or anything, honestly, then you won't hit it. So that's pretty much it, I would say. Those four concepts. Thank you, Miguel. That's all I would say, though. I may write them down just so I can remember them. Maybe. I don't know. So I'll be ending the stream pretty soon, like 10 minutes. When I do a world tour, I will do a world tour whenever, I mean, I have a little bit of world tour on the final project, or I do a world tour on my on the live stream, on the final video live stream, or the final, you know, that thing. It's also a small world tour on Toy Cat's video as well. I mean, there isn't that much to this world. There's only two bases. Some art, questionable art, that my friends have made. And the entire world itself. It's possible to get 100k. Yes. It's weird being like an overseer, not overseer, but like yeah, just like a person. It is kind of weird, like analyzing and observing bigger YouTubers and stuff like that, without actually being one, really realistically big. I mean, I really don't plan on making another world, to be honest. I mean, I could probably almost make a straight up course on it, but not really. Actually, not really. I mean, I probably could. I don't know how effective it would be, though. Because I could just say, like, I could use, like, SEO combined with, like, SEO knowledge combined with editing knowledge and, you know, video editing, animation. Actually, I don't know that much animation. Mainly just video. Video editing knowledge combined with, like Photoshop, titles, keywords, tags, which are basically just the keywords, video length, how to structure a video. Now, specific edits, I don't know. It kind of depends on the person, to be honest. I mean, somebody could say I don't know what I'm talking about, but, like, I mean, they can just say that if they want to. I mean, until they can really say that tell me why I don't know what I'm talking about, then it's whatever. I don't know. What's up, Fumi? I already finished. I finished on the 3rd of September. Just forgot to mention that. It's just like you can take all those concepts and stuff like that, but if you don't actually have anything to like you want to do with it, it's like, I mean, like, I mean, if you really, like, it's just having that idea. It's planning all of it out that's the hard part, really. Because you have to figure out what you even want to niche in the first place. You have to get pretty good at video editing or outsource it potentially, which takes some money. You probably would have to do yourself. You have to learn video editing, Photoshop, potentially animation. You have to figure out what theming to give your channel. Social media stuff. Probably some other stuff that I'm missing. Learn SEO. What videos to actually video. What is it? Like what else is there? God dang, it's almost 2 hours. It's pretty crazy. So pretty much it's like, yeah, it's pretty much that. Like there's quite a few things to do. Yeah, yeah, it's a bit Jesus have mercy. Yeah, it's a bit I don't know. To be fair, knowing it is still different from actually, you know, doing it. Doing it is different from executing it, to be honest. Completely different. problem is like, is your niche actually good enough to actually produce content like that? Is it possible to engage enough? Wait, where you actually change. I'm just gonna pick a random song. I'm just gonna pick something. Oh, I think I broke. I think I broke Google. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's why. That's kind of what happens when you try to do something like that. When you try to change. Apparently, that's what happens when you try to change a song during that. Yeah, I'll be ending in literally like a minute. Maybe actually, no, I'll end it after I finish this row. Makes more sense. I think the reason why people really don't like YouTube, the YouTube algorithm, is because what's up, Megan? It's because it's very. I think the biggest problem with like YouTube, like content creation in general, when it comes to stuff like that, is like how structured you need to actually be now compared to how you used to be. You used to be able to just post stuff without really that much without that much structure. You can kind of just post whatever, even if it's like not extremely structured. It still can get some views, but now it's like extremely robotic in that way. Like producing content's gotten a lot more systematic, which is kind of annoying when you think about it. But like, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense, to be honest, because like a lot of movies and stuff like that have well structured, for the most part, well structured well-structured stuff, high-quality engagement, good intrigue, which usually is like, you know, trailers, stuff like that. I mean, that explains why people don't like learning that much, because it's like, there isn't that much, like, engagement with learning itself. Like, they don't. It's like people want the engagement. They want people to like have their hand held when it comes to engagement, or they want to just be constantly engaged and stuff instead of, you know, trying to figure out, actually going out of their way to learn something new or whatever. I'm not saying like you can't be engaged by new things in terms of education, but that's why people don't like the school education, because of how structured it is. You have that structure, it's just like it limits passion, or if you have like stuff like, I don't know, kind of weird. What's up, Brooklyn? Okay, I think I'm gonna go and end it for now. What's up, CJ?
kind of a bad time to join. But yeah, I'm gonna end it for now. Pretty short stream, but it's whatever. I'm gonna be doing shorter streams, but I'm gonna try to do them more frequently, so. Yeah, I know. It's a really bad time. Alright, I'll see you guys later.